Hey everyone, James Hazar here with CyberHub Engage. We are on the floor at RSA with our friends over at Synopsys, giving you your daily cyber briefing. A lot going on today. The floor just opened, as you can tell. People are walking in, crazy stuff, but let's get into today's daily cyber briefing headlines. And here we go for Wednesday, February 26, 2020. A raccoon malware targets massive range of browsers to steal your data and cryptocurrency. And Australian banks are targeted by a DDoS extortionist. New crook vulnerability lets attackers decrypt your Wi-Fi packets. And Mozilla enables DNS over HTTPS by default for all USA users. And now for your daily cyber briefing, brought to you by our friends over here at Synopsys. Stop by, we're in the South Hall having a great time today. And say hello. They got free t-shirts. You got some really cool swag and a lot of hand sanitizer, which you're going to need while you're here at San Francisco. So now, into our raccoon malware, where raccoon might not be the cheapest option on the market, but the malware had gained popularity among cyber criminals for its ability to target at least 60 applications, many of which are browsers we use today. The raccoon info stealer, also known as Reckler, has attracted a following in underground forums thanks to an aggressive marketing of its wide range of capabilities, use of bulletproof hosting, and an easy-to-use backend. The malware is offered at a price of $200 a month and was first spotted by researchers in 2019. While more expensive than other standalone barebone offerings, Raccoon's subscription-based model, which includes a technical support, bug fixes, and updates at a relatively cheap malware as a service price point, as well as its overall capabilities, has made it a worthwhile investment for cyber criminals seeking to steal data and crypto. A new analysis of the malware notes that many info stealers aren't generally sophisticated and use the same variety of techniques to steal information. However, in Raccoon's case, the C++ malware is able to steal data from 35 browsers and 60 overall applications. According to some analysts, Raccoon is generally delivered through phishing campaign and exploit kits. Fraudulent emails sent to would-be victims contain Microsoft Office document attachments with malicious macros. Again, macros on Word and Microsoft products remain to be the number one cause for infection. The malware targets a wide variety of popular Mozilla and Chromium browser, including Chrome, Google Chrome, SXX, Chromium, XBomb, Komodo Dragon, Amigo, Orbitrum, Boomium, Nichrome, Rockmail, 360 Browser, Vivality, Opera, Sputnik, Cometa, Urine, and many, many more. You can go to our website at cyberhubengage.com for all of this information. The cryptocurrency, too, is at risk with this specific malware. Raccoon will seek out Electrum, Ethereum, Exodus, Jax, Monero, and Bether wallets by scanning for their default applications and so forth. More on Raccoon over the next few weeks as we take a deeper dive into it. And now let's move into another story where we go to the land down under. While we're in San Francisco, Australia is only about a 16-hour flight away, where banks and other organizations from the Australian sector have been targets of an extensive extortion campaign over the past week. A threat group has been emailing victims with threats to carry out DDoS attacks unless the organizations pay hefty fees in Monero cryptocurrency. The Australian Signals Directorate and the Australian Cybersecurity Center has sent out a security threat advice today about this ongoing campaign. And the ACSC said that based on current evidence, the attackers have not followed through on any of their threats, and that no DDoS attacks buildups has been observed through the network either, meaning this might just be a bluff to try and extort people out of Moneros and money, and nothing more than that. Ransom demands against banks in Singapore and South Africa have also been noted during this campaign, but Australia was the first to launch this advisory, thus indicating that there has been an increase targeting financial institutions within Australia. And now to another story here from RSA, where yesterday security researchers from ESET presented a new vulnerability that impacts Wi-Fi communication, named Crook, K-R-O-O-K. This bug can be exploited by an attacker to intercept and decrypt some type of Wi-Fi network traffic, relying on a WA2 connection. According to ESET, the crooks affects all Wi-Fi capable devices running in Broadcom and Cypress Wi-Fi chips. These are the two of the world's most popular Wi-Fi chips, and they are included in almost every single Wi-Fi set, from laptops to smartphones and across access points to smart speakers and other IoT devices. The attack scenario allows hackers to actively intercept and decrypt Wi-Fi packets normally considered to be secure. The good news is that the crook bug only impacts Wi-Fi connections that use WPA2 personal or WPA2 enterprise Wi-Fi security protocols with AES CCMP encryption. That means that if you use a device with a Broadcom or Cypress Wi-Fi chipset, you can protect yourself from attacks by using the newer WPA3 Wi-Fi authentication protocol. And finally, where Mozilla today has begun to enable DNS over HTTPS by default for users in the US to encrypt DNS resolutions and increase privacy. The DNS over HTTPS is a new standard that allows web browsers to perform DNS resolution over encrypted HTTPS connections rather than the normal plain text DNS lookup that we've all become accustomed to. So Mozilla has launched that for all US users. There's a setting that you can go to. You can see it on our website at cyberhubengage.com. That really gives you everything that you need to know on how to disable it if you want to do so. Otherwise, stop by the floor. We're here with our friends over at Synopsys. Come by. We're in the South Hall. We're going to be hanging out here for a little bit. Then we'll be back at Fogo de Chao, so you can stop by and say hi to our friends over at Synac there as well. Until then, folks, enjoy the rest of this week at RSA and stay cyber safe.